Hi, this is Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com, all about helping women unleash her and start creating her dream life by design. Hello and welcome back. I want to talk about are you listening? Well, that's the question I want to start off with. Are you listening? And you may want to say, are you listening to what or who? It's, are you listening to you? Are you spending time listening to you, your inner voice? Inner spirit, are you listening to you? And the reason I want to talk about this is because just a couple of weeks ago, I'd gotten up, I had all these things planned, my long to-do list. I was getting ready, at work, got myself up, like, hey, I'm finna knock it out the park. I got this to do, this, want to get this done. But before I do anything, I have my mindset practice. I have my daily morning routine, which includes my mindset practice that I've talked about before, but I have actually amped up this practice for the month of August, and it has made a huge difference. And actually what I did, I had a listening time, or did a listening time, like twice that morning before I actually getting ready to start to do anything in my business. So when I got up that morning, I was sitting on the edge of my bed. I just, wanted to just do some deep breathing, and just listen, and just take some deep breaths and just listen. And when I did that, then I heard rest. And so I'm like, okay, but I went on and then I finished my practice, which I do another listening, meditation type time as well. And once again, I heard rest. And I'm like, and then I went to questioning it, and I was like, are you sure I got all this long list? I'm like, yeah, are you sure? Rest? I got a lot of stuff to do that I need to be doing, working on. And then I caught myself and I stopped the questioning, because I'm like, okay, because when you start questioning, if you're doing this, if you're questioning yourself, then you need to work on your building trust with you, building your trust muscle, which that's a video that's on my channel. I posted, so make sure you go check out that video on how the number one way you can build trust within yourself, build your trust muscle within yourself, build your trust with yourself. Because when you start questioning that means your trust is not where it needs to be. So I immediately stopped that, and it's like, okay, but like I say, some habits, that you have to work on them. They're hard to die. And so then I was like, okay, well, you say rest, I guess, but in the end, well, I still tried. It's like, okay, I got this long list, but it's like rest. And then I was like, okay, well, rest I will do. It's like, because I trust and believe in God. And I'm like, okay, God, you know best, your plans, so I will rest. But then I tried to compromise, and it's like, okay, I'll just read and write out some content while I'm just sitting here. Because my rest, I was just going to go sit in my chair or lay on my couch and just rest, until I caught myself. And it's like, no, rest means rest. So I put that down, and in the end, I went and laid on my couch, did some more deep breathing, just relaxing and breathing, and finally I fell asleep. And of course, I think I slept for a few hours, but when I woke up, I was refreshed, I was, energized. I got back up, and I was like, later on, and then too, when I went back to do some work, actually some of the things, and I looked at my list, some of the things on my list really weren't a priority. Didn't need them to be on the list. Actually, some of them, a couple of things fell off the list because that wasn't what I needed to be doing anyway. So that's one, going back to the whole point of this video. Are you listening? Are you taking time, spending time with you? And like I say, that time, all part of my morning routine, part of my mindset practice, is spending time, meditation, listening, kind of all the same. Listening is the same. Meditation, quiet time with you, listening for answers, which most of us, we may meditate, or most of us may spend time with us when we're praying and asking God, or that higher being for this and this. But are you taking the time to listen to see what the answer is, or answers are you taking that time to listen? And when I rested, when I did finally just let it go, and then not only that, not only listen, but do, as I said, because the things that come up, I title those, or I call those inspired action as well. In this case, the action was to rest. My body needed rest. And then when you think about it, God knows more about what we need than what we think we need. He knows more about that. So, one, and then I kind of felt guilty, and I was like, well, first, before I decided to just give up and rest, I was kind of feeling guilty because I'm like, okay, I have all this stuff and I'm laying on my couch, but then it came to me, soft whisper that no, you're not, no need to be guilty. You're being obedient, to rest in this case. So what are you, well, one, are you taking the time to listen to you? Secondly, are you doing what comes up? Because I've talked about it before. I have several journals. I have one journal that is specific for my mind practice, my listening time that I capture. And I talk about, even as I get ideas throughout the day, I capture those in that journal so that I have those. But are you capturing those? Are you doing what those actions or the things that come up from your listening time? But first of all, are you listening? Are you taking the time to listen? Because what I said before about that inspired action, the more you do the inspired action, the quicker, the faster it is to help you accomplish your dream, because that is from the divine, that is from your inner spirit. As I say, we have the answers within us, but are you taking the time to listen? Once again, this is Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com, all about helping women unleash her and start creating her dream life by design. If you're not in the circle, and that is Women Living Unleashed Circle, that is our private Facebook group, I would love to have you come on over in and join us. This is Patricia. I will see you on the next video.